And if you got any questions about what direction to run it, you know, in smaller rooms, I like to make sure the nap is all going one direction. So if you got questions about that, you can talk to the carpet place. You can talk to Home Depot. Hey, what's the deal with that? Because if this carpet is running this direction like it is, and let's say if you did have a seam, we don't have a seam, but let's say you do have a seam, you can't just cut a piece off. If like you can't just cut that piece off there and then flip it 90 degrees and say, oh, I can just put it here. You do that and you have a chance of, after you put the seam together, it may be a most beautiful seam that you've ever seen, and all of a sudden it looks like, hey, what's the deal here? How come it's not matching up? It's discolored or something. Well, the nap of the carpet is running one particular direction, and then when you have the nap running another direction, if you flip your seam only 90 degrees, let's say, of the cut, then it could show. So you've got to be really careful about that kind of stuff. So if you're going to be doing your carpet yourself and you're ordering from Home Depot or someplace like that, make sure you tell somebody, you know, and say, hey, I'm doing it myself, but I got a couple questions about seams and about which way that the carpet's supposed to run. Because let's say this carpet in here is running this direction. Does that mean this room has to go that direction and this room has to go that direction, or can you flip it? Can you flip it if each one of these rooms is less than 12 foot square? Let's say it could make a difference on how you look at this carpet. You look at that and you look at this over here, and maybe it does make a difference. I'm not sure on this particular carpet or not. You know, I would even have to ask that question. So there might be certain questions that come up for you, especially when it has to do with which way to run it. Okay, so now he's out here cutting his next piece. He's doing it the same way. He's marked it on both ends, and then he's just going to use his tape measure again. I think he's going to roll it up. We'll see how he does this one more time, so you get the idea of how you're going to cut this. Oh, see, now he's going to use his chalk line. Oh, he's doing it this way now. Ah. Yeah, see, you can do it that way too. Get the chalk, you put that end on there like that. See? It just holds it on there. Snap it. So I've seen guys do it this way too. And now he can cut it. He's probably going to cut it on this back side, but he's got to do it in such a manner to where you don't cut down too deep into the next bit. You know what I mean? Let's see how he's going to do it. Oh, he's still going to use this Bloody Mary. He's going to lift it up. Just cuts like butter. He cut from the back side. It's nice. And that's real. That's if you need to cut a little scrap carpet, that's really the best way to cut it, is on the back side. It goes nice and clean. You know, you can cut it on the front too, but it's way easier on the back. Okay, so now let's see how he's going to roll this one up. You might see this next room is smaller. That one room was pretty big, so let's just see how he does this one, shall we? Rhyme and reason. He's just folding it up a different direction now. He's got me on my toes now. Let's see here. See this? There's an arrow there. See that arrow? See that arrow right there? That's so that if you do have your stuff, your seam, everything on the same direction. That's there for a reason. Okay? So like I say, if you're at Home Depot getting your carpet from Home Depot, double check. There he goes. Packing it. Hustle it. There it goes, lifts it up a little bit, slides it over, swivels it, so he's careful with the door. Nice job. He's already got it figured out which way he wants the carpet to go. Lifts it up, kind of kicks it over with his foot. There's that, so he can put his foot behind there and kicks it over, drives it over, whatever he's got to do. We'll just roll it back and kind of kick it a little bit more where he needs it. Make sure he has enough room. Gives it a little bit of slop. Well, he's gonna cut this one. And see, he knows about how much he needs. There. Nice going. If you haven't done this much, I would not recommend using the Bloody Mary knife. I would use the sheetrock knife, so you're careful. Okay. Just leaves it like this until he's ready to work on it some more. See, he asked me about this one. I'm not exactly sure why we had to have a seam in here. Maybe it's a little bit over 12 feet. Must be one direction, or like I say, they might have shorted them on the exact amount on the roll. Okay. So if you're going to install it, you could probably still, if you order it, say, and tell somebody, hey, I want to order carpet from you, but I'm going to try my hand at installing it myself. Make sure, again, that they come out here and order it and measure it, and then make sure that they give you a diagram as to, okay, when you unroll it, this is what you're going to do. Bedroom 1, 2, 3, 4, boom, boom, boom. So you know what you're doing when you bring that carpet out here and start unrolling it. You'll think, okay, which room do I cut, and so forth and so on. Okay, very important. Well, that's all I got for this time. But I'll be back with more videos. I'm sure you're going to want to see the progress on how this is coming along and what it looks like step by step before we put this for sale.